All right, good morning everyone. It is Friday. It is about our half day right now. It's about 1 o'clock. We have to actually get going. We have to get to the airport, get our rental car. We are running terribly late and I'm looking out on traffic right now out here and it is pretty much gridlocked. So we're gonna do our best to try to get there as fast as we can, but we gotta go now. Oh God, that seat is dangerously high. All right, we're in our Kia. They're fairly nice, actually. I mean, like, that was the weirdest turnaround ever, but like, a little bit of space in the back. There's actually a third row in this. I don't think that's even necessary, but...
That's hugely accessible.
But yeah, you can put them all down back at the back, but we're gonna go ahead and get on the road. It's gonna be a long trip, but long because of traffic, so I don't want to film doing it. It's not going to be safe. We'll check with you here in a minute. Alrighty, so we are like 15-20 minutes away from where we're going, and I don't think I described earlier where we're going. So we have driven back to Michigan, and we are going to spend some time with my family, and I'm really excited for this trip. We've got some sick family members that we definitely want to see before we go to Portland because, you know, we just want to make sure we spend some time with them. So it's, I think I mentioned in a past vlog, it's like not exactly the best circumstance that we're coming back for, but we're kind of excited for it. I'm a little shaky as to like how or what I'm going to capture. So we're going to do our best to like capture as many memories as we can and then bring you guys along for the ride too. So they just bought a new house and I've never been there before and we have to figure out where it is, which should be fun. Is this it? No?
Is it this one?
Maybe.
The garage is open.
Oh, is this garage open? Right here?
Yeah.
I think this is it. Here we are. Made it. Alrighty.
Finally, you got through the big woodland branch and all that.
Yeah.
Come on in, kid. How you doing, kid? Good to see you.
Good, how are you?
Yeah. Good to
Hey.
see you, pal. Yeah.
Alright guys, we made it here to my grandparents' house and it's a really nice house. We'll show you around tomorrow. We spent the evening just relaxing, had some dinner with them and just getting some stories and things like that. I'll get some of that on film tomorrow, but it's been a great day. We love you guys and we'll see you tomorrow. Good morning everyone. We have been having a long day so far. We are actually working here at my grandparents trying to get them moved in. They, like I said yesterday, they just moved in here not long ago. Still setting up shelves and taking down curtains and putting up curtains and doing all kinds of cool stuff.
We, as River said, have just been working on stuff, helping them get, helping his grandparents get settled. I helped make a potato salad that we're gonna have for dinner. Along with some barbecue chicken, made a slow cooker. We also made some little hot dog, crescent dogs that we're gonna have for lunch. So busy, busy, busy. Here's the salad we made. Woo, yeah. Doesn't that look good? It's not in focus. Focus. It smells delicious. So that will be for later. And got this chicken going. This just started, so it's nothing special, but got some good barbecue chicken, got some shelves put up. That was an effort, but finally got some shelves up. But progress, we're getting there.
Among some of the other things that I have to do around here, this basement is going to be my grandpa's like kind of showroom, let's call it. So my grandfather for my entire life has had a huge collection of Native American art, artifacts. In my family there is Native American ties and things like that, and he's just always kept a lot of that stuff. Throughout his entire life he's done like a great job of preserving a lot of it, and this is like actual real stuff. This is not nearly all of it. That's pretty much what all of that is. So by the time we're done, we're gonna have all of the shelves and kind of glasswork that looks like this all along here. He's got, you know, all kinds of like arrowheads and like different stuff just everywhere, and we just have to get all of this figured out. So far today it's been like so much stuff to do, and it's sort of overwhelming, and we've just been tackling one thing at a time, one by one. So we're gonna keep working. We're stopping to get some lunch right now and just keep chugging on. I'm just gonna keep checking in with you, but I definitely want to document this occasion and have all of this for myself as they move in, and hope you guys are enjoying this. It's really random though. I'm back down in the basement. We've been doing so much unpacking. It's actually been, this has been several days. This is not, I'm just like piecing together a story for you guys. But especially with grandparents or older relatives, you find really interesting pieces of history. And obviously my grandfather, as I showed you before, having like all the artifacts and things is one thing, but this is kind of an interesting piece of history just in the sense of the US. So this right here is a cartridge belt from General Sherman in the Civil War. The documentation is underneath this padding in here, but what? I mean, they have so many pieces of history just in this house, and there's just an absolute insane amount of glassware and china and ceramic stuff that we've been going through, and that's just what they love. That's what they collect. My grandparents used to go to auctions all the time and collect different types of glassware and things like that you might have seen in some of the views here. But we've made a serious dent, but are nowhere close to concluding this process. Even this guy with his hand in a Cracker Jack box, because that is my grandfather's sense of humor coming out with mounts. Actually, I'm pretty sure he found this hit on the road and then wanted to get it mounted. So there's that. All right, we got out of the house. Needed a little bit of a break. It's been pretty intensive. Open up lots of boxes. Yeah. All day long. I mean, we're talking dozens and dozens of glassware boxes. There were some tears. Yeah. Yeah. Broken items, you know, that moved, and that's okay. That's okay. But it's been a heck of a day. We've done an awesome job. Our grandparents have been such troopers. They've been going through tons of stuff of theirs and getting it all set up. But man, this is not exactly a relaxing vacation, eh? Nope. But it's a good one. We're spending a good time with them. What I'm hoping to do later, and I'll cut this out of the vlog if this didn't happen, but I'm hoping to sit down with him and just have him like talk. And so not only for us and our like vlogs, we'll have the kind of documentation of, you know, my grandfather, but hopefully you guys will get to know him a little bit from some of these stories. He's a pretty crazy guy. So what do you think? Yeah, sounds great. So we just pulled over for a minute and stopped and got some stuff. Allison's unwrapping gum. Sorry. I think I just want to stop and talk about this for a minute because it's the 4th of July. I know where I'm from in Michigan, 4th of July is a big weekend where you go and like spend time with your families and go and do stuff, and a lot of times you're going into northern Michigan. And we had a million other things to do this weekend. You know, we have the move coming up, we have a lot of stuff to do, we had to move some stuff, and we somewhat were planning on staying home and getting some stuff done. And I could not have been more happy to come here because I was very reluctant. I like didn't want to come here in the sense of like, you know, with sick family members and such, that's not something that you generally look forward to or being around. But I haven't spent this many consecutive days with my grandparents in since I was like a kid, and that is so amazing. And capturing footage for this vlog and just thinking like a vlogger has been really interesting this weekend, in the sense of like, what are the moments that I should be capturing or paying attention to. It's just sort of hyper focused me on the little moments, especially the moments that I haven't captured on film, you know. There were some things that I didn't get on film in terms of my grandpa and I going to Home Depot and getting some supplies and stuff that we've been building and doing things, and that was just really cool. And I guess I just wanted to take a minute and just talk about that with you guys, and kind of get some things that are off my mind and chest, because I think the moral here is there's like 1,000,002 things that we could do every single day. Some of them don't involve our family, some of them don't involve our friends, and you just have to prioritize that, because 9 out of 10 times it's gonna pay off and it's gonna be worth it, and you just have to do it. I mean, if you could have heard me on the way here, especially when we were stuck in traffic, I was not excited to come here. This was like the last thing that I wanted to do, in the sense of like, sick family members, don't want to be around that. I didn't know what to expect when I got here, and it was way worth it.
To add on to River's point, it's been really nice just to have some quality time with family and take advantage of this longer weekend that we have off, especially because since we're going to be moving and moving further away, it's been nice to kind of just like help them out and get stuff done and get them settled and everything, so it's been nice.
And I think we can both attest for, there are people in our lives, or were in our lives in the past, that if you would ask us now, you know, if you had 3-4 days where you could go right now and spend more time with those people, would you do it? I think we absolutely would do that, you know? And I feel like if you have that ever-present mind that life is finite, right? And I mean, like, there are 1,000,002 reasons why people wouldn't be with you anymore. And, you know, they're, especially our older relatives, just prioritize the time, you know? And if you can record it, whether it's audio or video or whatever, it's just like I was saying in the video the other day, where, you know, those home movies that were seemingly recording nothing, but then they happen to be capturing someone who's no longer here, those become the most important memories and videos, because they contain something that's personal to us. Tell us your name and when you were born. How old are you?
Geez, see how I went in. 77. I was born 1938 in Fort Wayne, Indiana. And my mother died when I was 3 days old. And the first cousin of my dad, Warren Goodwin, and his wife, Grace Hall Goodwin, they took care of me for a while, because I get Doc on his feet and he'd lost his wife. Well, they kind of took care of me too long, I guess, and finally Doc said, you know, I still ain't married, I still ain't found anybody, and I'm busy. And he was a young guy that went to college and was going to start a business in the dentistry business. So he said, I'll tell you what, you can adopt Barry if you make sure he knows I am his father, and I can see him anytime I want. So I had kind of a blessed life. I had 2 fathers and two generations of people that were loving me and taking care of me. So I had to take and work in a sawmill. Dad had a sawmill. He had little specific jobs I had to do before I went to school. Oil this, oil that, and make sure the sawdust was out of that, which was no big deal, and I'd done it. But in fact, I kind of enjoyed it to go out there, and I felt like I was part of the sawmill workers, you know, as a young guy. But I worked at Eaton's 29 years, 34.75.
What is Eaton's?
Well, Eaton's at that time, they were a multi-manufacturer of different items, all automobile parts, yeah. For General Motors and Ford. Huh?
The first year you worked there, how much
was it,
money
11,000?
13.
13,000 I made the first year, and I thought, what am I going to do with all this money? I mean, crying out loud, I thought I was a multi-millionaire. 1956.
From where?
From Coldwater High, and went in the Air Force in July. And took my boot camp. I ended up putting 4 years in the Air Force.
Got out in 60.
Got out in 60. Had a good 4 years. Got tied up in an intelligent deal. So I spent the rest of my time at Wordsmith Air Force Base, from Chanute to there, and that's where I stayed.
What are some of your hobbies that you've had during your life?
My main hobbies in life was the outdoors, fishing and hunting. When I was a young fella, I'd done some trapping, but my dad was a big influence again. He was an outdoor guy and had about quarter Indian. He was out there showing me all the tricks of trade, and I spent all my time with my family. So I took him to Canada camping. We went to about every place you could think of. I drug them. So they had a good life that way. I'm really proud of all of them. They turned out darn good kids.
How long have you been married right now?
6 years. Been married. Wish I could do it all over again.
You're shooting for 61. Come on. Talk to me. I just said we're shooting for 61.
Yeah, we're shooting for 61. I'm fighting a little cancer, so we have to find out if I can get through that. If I do, I'd like to get her up and we'd head to Alaska again, and I can get back out hunting again, and doing some trapping and fishing again. I'd like to do that. So that's kind of my goal then, to do that. And like I say, not much that I didn't miss nothing. I've done everything I wanted to do. So I feel good fighting this battle of cancer, and if I win, I win. Lose, I lose. So you just do the best you can in life. Deal with shot at you, and that's what I felt.
If you could give anybody an advice, what would you give them?
The best thing in life is to try to be friendly to everybody. Don't hurt people.
Alrighty guys, it is the next day. We had a good night talking to my grandfather. So special. But we have been working all day again, and I kind of feel like a curator of a museum. So they probably had 150, 200 boxes, and this is all that's left. Just about a dozen boxes, and we got their entire basement set up, and it is like a museum in here. So my family is in relation to Native Americans. We have Native Americans in our family. So my grandfather, his entire life, has always collected and done some cool stuff. Tons of artifacts that are just really cool, and all kinds of different things that he's collected his entire life. This is out of passion and preservation that my grandfather, my family, keeps all this stuff. Very, very cool. The amount of literature that I've seen this week has been incredible. All of these are newspaper articles about a sawmill. So Goodwin is my grandfather's last name. I mean, they owned a sawmill. It's very famous. All this stuff is just so cool. Off the vlog, we got to see my grandfather's dress blues, and he got kind of emotional about that, and just all the memories of wartime and losing friends and things like that. So we cut that out of the vlog, but a very humbling, a very special experience for Allison and I. It's been a very emotional kind of experience here. Not only building this place in the sense of like making it feel like home for my grandparents. You know, they've done so much for our family and for us in particular, that, you know, us spending 3-4 days here working our butts off trying to get this place all squared away for them is the least we can do. We love them so much. We are super bummed to be having to leave here soon. Today is Monday, July 3rd, and on the 4th of July is when we have to have our car back to Chicago. We have to do some moving stuff back in Chicago, get some stuff out of our storage unit. So unfortunately, we're gonna have to leave at like 5-6 o'clock in the morning tomorrow to get back to Chicago, do the stuff we need to do, and get the car back in time. So we will likely have to say goodbye, probably probably tonight to my grandmother. She won't get up, she's not an early riser, but my grandfather and I are exactly the same in the sense that we're both very early risers. Now, we weren't able to go through a lot of photos here. However, my grandfather gave me boxes and boxes and boxes of audio tapes and videotapes that he wants me to convert for him, which I was more than happy to do. I was salivating at that opportunity to kind of archive and protect my family history in the form of those recordings. So I'm super excited about that. But like I said, we didn't have a chance to go through a lot of pictures because at pretty much any age, my grandfather and I, if you put a picture of him at one age and me at the same age, we look exactly the same. So it's super exciting. The cover photo of this vlog is actually me and my grandparents, or actually me and my grandfather. So that's just super exciting. You can barely tell anymore, but because our age difference. But it's super exciting. So we're gonna say goodbye to my grandmother tonight, and we'll be saying goodbye to my grandfather in the morning.
I'm all wet. Bye. Thanks a million for all your work.
Yeah,
you worked your butt off. Yeah, both of you guys did.
Mutual wetness.
Thanks a million.
Yeah.
Of course.
All right, we'll see you
Glad to help.
Christmas time, yeah? I imagine.
Is that when you're gonna come home?
That's when we'll probably come home.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Love you.
Can't even thank you guys enough.
Alrighty.
See you later. Thank you for all your work.
Yeah. All right.
Oh, nice, yeah.
We'll catch you later.
Okay, guys.
All right. Well, we love you. All right. Thank you. We'll see you later. All right. All right, guys. Well, that's it. We're just taking off. We're gonna get probably stop and get some breakfast, and then drive our way back to Chicago. But yeah, it was a great time spending the kind of long weekend, holiday weekend with my grandparents, and just having a good time. And that was pretty hard to say goodbye. I'm like right on the edge right now of not being okay. So with that, we will let you guys go. We love and appreciate all of you guys. Hopefully you guys just got a little glimpse into some of our family life. We have a very blessed life and a lot of love in our family. But yeah, like we said normally, we just love to capture these memories for us and for the future. There was a lot of footage that didn't get included in this vlog that we get to keep and have for our kids and things like that too, which is just going to be really awesome. So we appreciate you guys. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. Subscribe if you're brand new, and we will see you tomorrow. Bye.
Bye.